they aren't seeing the same success they saw before.
Yeah, you want to get the Silver Llama, but to get there, you got to make a new strategy. I think that right there, there was a lot of information in that bit right there. You kind of noticed the team synergy, and he said something very important in his interview there. Talking about being patient. You really have to be patient. You can't let the frustration get to you. We saw Scissors very expressive on the cam. Just, it's hard to get the pointer, and that's what I talked about before this whole thing started. I said, trust me, this is a lot harder than you guys think. You might just, you know, oh yeah, I'll send something running through. Nah, man, you're gonna get shut down.
Well, I mean, it's just like, you can think about it, it's the mental aspect that really comes with it. If you're able to frustrate somebody else, then they're that much more off their game. And these guys are all great at that, coming through from the Death Run qualifiers. It makes it that much harder. But thank you guys so much for joining us here. And again, don't forget, there is a fantastic, awesome event-specific merch starting here right now, today on the 26th. You can also get it on retailrow.com. Make sure you celebrate the event. Remember, grab some from your friends, your brothers, your family, people who couldn't be here, and celebrate the first ever Fortnite World Cup.
Yeah, you saw some of your favorite pros and competitors here rocking that new swag. Definitely loving it. All types of collaborations. I love it when Fortnite was here, you know? It kind of allows me to do stuff.
I'm always a fan of anything Fortnite. Pretty much like 98% of my wardrobe at this point. I mean, love the logos, love the bright colors, but enough from us. Match 3, set number 2, the final one on the original version of Junkyard Juke before we see the remix later on. Are you guys ready?
Right.
And let's begin. The first round is
Let's see if he can find another here. The random shot. Oh, something landed. That's why you don't want to hit those spring traps there.
They make it so difficult when you're a larger object coming back down. It's just so much motion in between. When everything else is still, if you see that thing falling through, like, it's an easy shot. And particularly for all of these players up there. I mean, Gotaga and Drew, everyone on Raven's Revenge, him, Magma, RTA, and Chappie, all have been able to hit their shots. And then, I mean, a little bit Warriors
needs to make points concluded. And that was the first round for these. So we're going to switch up the cards now. We're get a chance at earn some points, and as do the others, next round will begin.
That dragon's so cool. That's so cool. Look at that. Yo,
Almost real.
Yo, shout out to the observers. That shot right there, that's really cool. Big fan of it going out. And as you can see now, round 2 is underway. This is the final match on Junkyard Juke of set 2. And right off the bat, 2 archery targets and a water heater marching on out.
Yep, that archery target is worth 10 points though. So if you can bring that all the way through, it's one of the, I guess, smaller, large point objects. Magma doesn't even care. He's impatient. He saw the blinds open up. He just kept going. Svenoff did pump the brakes, though. Even right here, notice he stops very early. He's just trying to blend in and get as many points as possible right here.
Ooh. Did get picked up. It might have been the book there. That's the one thing that you need to note that makes it very difficult about the bullseye or the archery target is the fact that because it has those placed legs, you have to that way you're setting down. Otherwise, right, like boom, right there. That book would be a giveaway if somebody decided to look down and that box. But there's 6 other boxes around, so relatively safe. Good path chosen there from Tyler, and opts to stop and be, a little bit of patient. And might have cost him there. I think he would have had it if he had just go full send, and I think he thinks so too.
Big C laughs to see him scratch his head, his jaw just like, oh, being so close. Not making it through, so unfortunate. Now that is going to find a little bit of success there as the Suezo, and we saw Alex J for a bit, is very close to scoring as well. Here's Zan from Finfam, presenting, hugging really close to that cactus, so long as he's not pushing through it. He is going to sneak on out. He's trying to hit the all the way to the current cactus. It's surrounding Tomoya and his team up top. Funky Fighters are at 35 points now in the guard tower. They can't earn anymore.
That was a great run there by Zan. Now you can see Svenos waiting for the blinds to go down, making sure he can find an angle, and then pushing in towards. Needs to be careful of that spring right there, but doesn't matter. Gets picked up anyway as he's like, hey, there wasn't a card there before. Alex JJ now looking to find a run. You can see Push Fam and Llama Record Code currently hanging out at the top, but again, haven't had the chance to be up there. Be expected. Alex JJ now 2 targets, both running out. Good stops at the same time, but particularly if you have 2 people taking the same path as the same item, it kind of has a little bit more benefit because you're like, yeah, those were both there behind. There's no way those are both runners.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, you know what? Honestly, you see a bunch of the same things, they blend in a little more. It's when something's an oddball that you really start to shoot. So maybe it is a good idea to time it. Right?
But there's split spawns, so you don't always consistently. There's different spawn points around the map that have the different exits as you go out, so you can coordinate with a teammate. Or what you can also do is sort of bait somebody else to do it, right? So you see somebody who's running an archery target, and you're like, okay, I'm just going to grab that too, and then you follow their path. And if they get picked up, oh, well, you look slightly more natural, particularly if you're that much more patient. And you can see Svenos is actually doing that right now with Carnifex, both of them going into the box. Svenos does hit the spring, is hanging out behind the car, and will get the score. That was a great run.
Yeah, he actually recognized where he was not looking down in the right direction, so he took advantage of that. Funky Fighter let his guard down for just a second there, and he did manage to sneak on through. So that was a big point there in the final seconds. This round is now coming to a close there. Next round is going to begin. We're going to switch up the guards. Taking a look.
No dancing, just props and shots going out from the guards. Round 3 kicking off in the final match of set 2 at the Creative Finals. Who will be able to take that second silver llama? And right now, you see Bensor is going in for the tempo right away. Kutu does get the Mimic, but then opts to go for a different route. Players are starting to feel a little bit of the pressure here. You can tell they need to. It's the first time we're starting to see some gnomes out there and another teddy bear on the run.
That's right, Kantaka representing here. He's putting himself straight behind every object that he can. I love that they're using the smaller objects. It's so much easier to score with those. When you bring those big ones out, it really is hard. He actually put himself inside the truck. You see that? He's following Kuto so close here. Just got to use him as bait, really. As you get behind him, he's safe.
Yep, because they don't think they're going to fire twice in there. That's the benefit of it. But right away, you see Kaz, Taco, Chappie. Great little run there from the Little Whip Warriors. That's going to push them back into contention. There's 65 points currently, but a dumpster going in from Panda Blood. That's another 10 points for Llama Record, though, pushing them up to 90. And they were the winners of that first match. So if they can hold on, they know they'll be the guards in the final round. They need to build up as much of a lead as possible here.
Carraro actually has 15 wins, so he had a super successful guard round, but the Chicken Champions need to get picked up here. They need these points. And there it is. He's doing a lot of work for his team, showing that, hey, I can push this up here too. Just going to go ahead and take that 5-pointer, throw him right over the Fish Fam now. And they're in the top 3 running.
That was a great run from him. Corner peek the entire time, made sure nobody was looking for him. He was barely threatened, but right now, Fencer coming through. The Chicken Champions, can they overtake in the last minute? That's 10 more points. That is going to go through for them and starts pushing up. Llama Record Code needs to get in some runs. The Chicken Champions will not be able to win with them for the last one. Right now, it is the Sunshine Soldiers and the Fish Fam up there, so they're doing their best to delay everyone. Xandy gets picked off by Tyler, and now Carnifex is chilling in the back on that rusted out car. Hand of Blood just barely avoids the shot. Oh. Saw the hitbox going through there. The Tracer finding a way through the window, but not enough. Tracy gets in 2 more 10-point shots. Also going over, and we're seeing a little bit closer of a score here, minus the fact that the Chicken Champions haven't shot yet.
Yeah, this is pretty rough. Neither have the go to their POVs, they don't have any limbs, so they have not taken a run yet.
Yes, excuse me, I misspoke there, meaning the Chicken Champions had already shot.
Oh,
the fact that they're already up
so
to second.
they're doing great.
Llama needs to press on it. The only team who really has a definitive lead right now is the Chicken Champions. Effectively, they're up 30 points on the rest of the field because Cuddle Team and Llama Record Code both have to shoot next round.
Oh boy, so if they can't secure a big lead here in the last couple of seconds, if something can't get processed, oh, the poor Burger at the very end.
Burger did not get processed. We like it, never frozen there. Brilliantly done. Doesn't find it. Great work from coming out, and Carnifex doing a great job. Round 4 will begin. It's going to be the last match that we're going to see what the line is going to be. Who is They have been the prop masters so far.
Yes, they have. They were doing so good. And oh no, Ninja hits a huge spike there. He's trying to dodge, and he's so close to making it through. Very, very close. Here comes a 10-pointer from Taldock. Sneaks it right in. That's great for the Little Whip Warriors. That's actually going to throw him over the Llama Record Company right there. Cuddle Crew actually is somehow up. Look, the Little Whip Warriors actually went to 2nd place now. They're so close to overthrowing the Chicken Champions as well.
It's going to come down to the last final moments. Can the Little Whip Warriors get the runs they need to? You can see Paz is taking the corner route, trying to find whatever he can. It's doing very well so far. Avoiding the jump pads there. Pretty sure Ninja called those ones out on the runs since he hit them on the last time. You can see they're only 20 points down. They're all on 5-point props right now. They will be able to do it, but all of a sudden, Fish Fam is right there as well. They're only 25 points up. Here comes a rotation of prop. 5 points will be coming across for the Little Whips. Fish Fam also getting it, but Cuddle Crew does finally get pushed up there. Brilliantly done 15 points now separates them, but Ryan gets one in for the 10 defenders, pushing it back up to 25 with only 30 seconds remaining. Rubius knows if he can get this water heater in, if he can be safe. Oh, apologies, hit it so well. He was the statue going on there. And as you can see, hits the jump pad, stays on the corner, will get it in. That's going to push them 30 points clear. But as I say that, Fishfam catches right back up. 19 seconds left, Monster, in the final match of set 2 on Junkyard Juice. 10 the last minute score comes through. 25 points. They need a run of 10s. Kaz got in. The box is coming just behind. Fishfam gets picked up. The Chicken Champions have done enough to round out the final match. Brilliantly done in match 2. Repeat in match 3. They are the Chicken Champions. Excellently done, and they defended their crown.
That's right. And you have to give props to everyone else that managed to kind of hold a top 3 lead, especially right there in those kind of moments. Little Whip Warriors, the Fish fans really coming up at the end there, you know, bumping up their prize earnings, because every round everyone's a winner, but you can earn just a little bit. You can win a little bit.
Yeah, it was just brilliantly done there. And these are actually the creators who helped with this. Brilliantly done from them. Some fantastic gentlemen. Thank you guys all so much for your help in making this mode come to life. Some fine gentlemen up there. The creative builders were at that game jam out there, spent hours and hours, and it really blows my mind to see what they're able to do in this creative mode. Because like, I'll go in, I'll play some stuff. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good. And they're like, oh yeah, after 20 minutes, I have this full game mode. Here's how the scoring works. Here's the barriers. So I'm like,
that's the magic of creative, right? These unlimited possibilities, really, when it comes down to coming up with game modes. We've seen tons of fun ones. Obviously, plenty of great game modes out there.
Yeah, shout out to all the guys out there playing Storm Wars. We know you guys enjoy it, but that was a fantastic way to close out set number 2. And honestly, I enjoyed Junkyard Juice. It was fun to see kind of the definitive playstyles come out. Patience ended up being key, but players started finding the diagonal runs. No, okay, this is my comfort. Or like, I know on this run I can be blocked by this tree and this dumpster, and I only show myself once. But again, brilliant from the and Little Whip Warriors to push up and pass those guys in the last moments, pushing them into the top 4 and earning just a little bit more of that prize money.
That's right, because they want it all here at the Fortnite Creative Finals, and it's going down. So, you know, you love to see it. We've seen a series of, you know, I guess, different people succeeding, right? And all these, the Chicken Champions really kind of came out.
Well, that's what, again, I love about all this and about creative. There's so many different skills that Fortnite isn't all about one individual thing. You see these guys, and what they're doing is incredibly well. Able to execute the game plan, talk with their teammates, come up with something new, and the Chicken Champions elevated. They were clearly better than the rest at Junkyard Juke, but the question is, will that continue when we get into the Golden Games? Right now, we're going to get a chance to speak with the Chicken Champions, who's up top with Books. Books, what do you got for us?
Thank you so much, Sundown. I am down here with the Chicken Champions, who surprisingly didn't fly the cube. They put on an absolute clinic today in the creative trials. I'm here with Rubius. Now, you guys won the last game as well, so 2 in a row. You guys had a pretty great strategy. Do you want to kind of talk me through that a little bit?
Oh, what can I say? It's the power of Norway, the power of Spain, and the power of Detroit. Like, we're crushing it, and we're a chicken, so we're good at hiding. Like, we're not good at shooting and stuff, but at hiding, we're the best. The best strategy, I think, is, well, let him take the big stuff, and we are like the support. Like, we take the small stuff, the 5 points and stuff like that, and the trick is, don't tell them anybody, but the trick is to go in the corners. Like, no one is watching the corners.
So no one is watching the corners. I hope all of your competitors did not hear you just say that. Now, he said that you were in charge of taking the big items. Does that put a little bit more pressure on you?
No, it's good. It works good, so.
So you guys have a ton of confidence now. You have won 2 games in a row. I'm so excited to see how you all perform in the rest of the day. Going into these next games, do you have anything you're going to change, or are you going to keep things the same?
We're just going to keep things the same, stay consistent, well, play slow.
And finally, just for you there on the end, I just want to talk a little bit about, you touched on the diversity of this group. Now, I know you guys have really not played together much before. What has that been like, coming together, playing here with your teammates from all over the world?
It's amazing. I shared these moments with my team, and the next mode, it's amazing. And bueno, this parkour. I think my team is very good in parkour. And I win. We win.
You guys are so confident. I love it. Hopefully that carries on into your next games. Congratulations again, guys. Thank you so much. Sundown, back to you. Chat. Twitch chat. There we go.
Hey, it's everywhere, man. Thanks for the plug out there, El Rubius. Fantastically well done. Love to everyone all over, no matter where you're watching, whether it's Fortnite.com/Watch, on Twitch, on YouTube, in client, you're loading up all that stuff. Thank you guys so much for all of this and being here. Set 2 is done. It's wrapped up. But, I mean, we saw a big shift in the gameplay. We saw a lot of different changes going on, and it's going to be interesting to see what ends up converting into the golden games when we see a little bit of a remix on it. Not going to spoil any surprises. I know, it's fine, but I'm just curious to see who is able to then take their gameplay and enact it when you get to think on it, because you get to then process and be like, okay, we were this close. We were right there. We had maybe like a little bit more aggressive, or like maybe if we were a little bit better on defending, or maybe one person picked a different lane, the result would have been different. These guys have been so good at adapting to the circumstances that I have no doubt that the Chicken Champions aren't just going to comfortably sit on top.
Yeah, not only that, they gave away some strategies, so we'll see if Bala outside can, kind of break that down and see if he can give us a little more insight on everything.
Thank you so much, guys. The action is heating up. It's also heating up outside. Trying to cool off a little bit here at the Fan Festival, but awesome games of Junkyard Juke, and Chicken Champion seems to be racing away with this one. We're going to take a look at some of the moments from that last game and how they won. So here, first off, just having a good time in the front, and also maybe also flexing a little bit their trophy that they may have just secured in terms of a llama. We'll find out that later. But their strategy the entire time, they said it before in the last game, they're just trying to go for the high points, trying to score these, at least getting not those 2 points that Monster was advocating for, but go for the statues, go for the heroes, all those things that net tons of points and help them out to the lead. Here it is again, and cheering on. We have the reactions from the Chicken Champions as well. Trophy lifts. Maybe they'll be doing that later on here. The statues to get above the opponent's vision, their field of view, so that they can't see, they can't hit their shots into the wind. Just blitz as they win their second game there on Junkyard Juke. Absolutely amazing stuff, guys. I can't wait to see who's going to earn that and who's going to continue on towards their path to Creative World Cup champions.
Thank you so much, Bala, for that in-depth analysis. Now, I know you guys want to see the standings. We want to see them as well. There was a hiccup. We want to make sure everything is
caught me and caught my attention, and I started playing more. So with my team, my captain is Godiga. He's a French content creator, and my teammates are Chaps and Ardia. I think we can do really well at the Creative World Cup. I think our team has a good combination of the death run skills, but also like shooting and building, and the good chemistry we have in the team. I think we can really make our team as well. My team, Ray, is Revenge. He's going to do really good in the World Cup and we're going to smash the rest of the competition because we have the Battle Royale skills, building, Death Run, we have it all.
I am here in the production pit. I am in engineering row right now. I am joined by my friend Peyton, and he does the robotics. Let's talk a little bit about that. What do you do specifically here?
We have a bunch of robotic cameras around the arena that we shoot different angles from, and we're able to pick up shots of the players as they're playing the game. We also do a lot of crowd shots, so we're able to get some of the reaction.
You guys heard it. If you're out in the crowd, this is show us some energy because Peyton is going to be looking for your reactions, and he's going to have fun too. Of course I do. That's not even a question. Like, I'm so into this right now. This is amazing.
I'm happy and excited to be playing with so many players that I've seen on the internet. My favorite place to drop is Fatal Fields. If I win the Fortnite World Cup, first I'm gonna buy a house, and then I'm gonna eat a lot of food.
So heavy. World Cup 本戦
I'm definitely gonna win the Fortnite World Cup, so keep cheering for me.
Hi, I'm Fortetto and I'm here to compete in the Creative World Cup. I competed in most of the trials and was really excited when they announced the bonus weeks after the original 5 were over. And I competed in the Ttv 100 open map and speedrun 100 open, which is really good. I really enjoy it, like styles of maps and depth ones that there are, and I really enjoy speedrunning them and trying to get this time so good. The moment I found out that like I was just insane and I wasn't sure if I was going to for that, and it was just crazy. But yeah, I'm Fortetto and the Sunshine Soldiers are going to win because we have 2 captains, so we're twice as good.
What is going on? We're getting some good practice here for the Fortnite World Creative Finals happening very, very soon. A lot of first thoughts, first looks at the Sky Station Showdown, which is an incredible map.
It was a great map. I mean, it mixes a huge new element into the game. You know, you got to protect the person with a sword, capture the objective, but my team, great teamwork, and you know, we kind of pulled through at the end there. It was awesome.
1,000%. You know, so being able to kind of get your hands on the map, you know, before obviously a big moment, it's huge. It's huge. And so, like you said a second ago, this is a brand new way of viewing Fortnite and playing Fortnite, which is incredible.
Exactly. It's super exciting to see what people come up with, and then also turn it into a competitive aspect and put it in the game and make this tournament. So.
It's amazing. So, any general kind of thoughts, concerns, maybe about the strategy? I don't know.
You know, you won, so you know, strategy.
All right, listen, this is practice still. We've got the big moment coming up very soon, but you want to shout out your team real quick?
Yeah, no, we've got some speedrunners in our midst, actually. We've got Tyler, we've got Zand, and Suzu. They are all speedrunners and death runners. And as you know, later in the Creative Cup,
inspired by the creative man Scissors himself, has made many a streamer, many a content creator very angry with a death run, myself included. Great job with the practice round. We'll see you very soon.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fortnite World Cup Finals. We're here in day number 1 where the creative finals are going down. The stadium is jam-packed with fans from around the world who have traveled here not only to watch us crown World Cup Creative Finals champions, but also solo and duo champions as well. Obviously, this guy right here is following. We're going to hop back into all of the action. Now, I think, you know, we've seen a little bit of this game of, you know, we got a little bit of Sky Station Showdown, a little bit of that Junkyard Juice, something with Rundown teased.
awesome, you know, it's something that I think a lot of these players are used to.
Yeah.
I think they'll be very, very comfortable here. We'll have to see whether the challenge of the obstacle course will be, you know, anything that these guys can balk at, or if they're going to be able to cruise through. We'll see. It's going to be fun.
Well, it's going to be really interesting, right? A lot of these players are very slow with death runs, and it's very, like, mechanical, right?
Yep.
If you know how to execute, you can get through these obstacles, but you have to kind of get your eyes on them first, figure out how they work, and then make it through. So I think it's going to be very interesting, very fun for everyone here, and all the players as well. I'm hoping to see someone make it to the end. I don't know that anyone will see
30 coins, and from what we've seen in practice between us and other people, it's very difficult, so we'll see. We'll hop into the overview and stuff like that later, but just to give like some examples of the things that there are, there's, you know, the trap, trying to trigger them, making sure you move. Impulse grenades are in play in this. There's some lava, all sorts of treacherous stuff.
a lot of neo jumps as well. And again, massive shout out to the 17 content creators that helped put these maps together. Mad props to you. In case you guys forgot, I'm Zeke. This guy right here is following, ready to jump into these next few matches. We'll get you guys up to speed with all the format and all those things. You kind of tease it, but we'll get there in just a moment. And very quickly, the winners for set number 2, Junkyard Juke. Let's take a look at them right now. They were overall victorious of that last set, and there you go. The Tender Defender is there in person to congratulate them, Bala. Rubius and his team, they worked hard for it, and they are the victors.
Warming up for the next run, but they know now they earned the Silver Llama for that set, so it's 1-1. Chicken Champions earning their Silver Llama right now. They're surprised because they were getting ready, but here it is.
Rubius is like, wait, do I actually get that? Is that actually mine? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, you know, they are the current set winners. They have a Silver Llama for themselves. So that's now 2 different teams that have a Silver Llama. With only a few set matches left to go, I believe, you know, if the Chicken Champions can secure themselves a second Llama, that would be huge for them and their team. But we'll have to see how things go for them.
And the timing of the Silver Llama could come earlier because they're about to hop in. This is definitely a booster for them in terms of their emotions, in terms of their confidence going into the world run, because it is precise, it is difficult. You have to make sure that you hit it, otherwise you're wasting time. It's going to be a race between these guys to get as far in as possible, so that confidence boost is going to help dramatically in this last normal set here.
Yeah, for sure, and it is actually a race, the world run. It is similar to a death run with a bunch of obstacles. Let's go ahead and talk about that and everything that's around it. There's actually 30 coins in the map. Whichever team gets all 30, the fastest, or as many as possible until time runs out, will be the victor for that round set. You know, like I said, these are insanely difficult obstacles. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be Fortnite fan, listen. The farthest I got was 14. Okay, it's actually, and I'm by no means a death runner. By no means.
Are the best of the best.
You guys are
in terms
fly.
of death runner, in terms of this match, it's going to be absolutely awesome. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those obstacles right now. So go ahead.
We're going around the world in this new creative team death run. In this challenging new creative game, 8 teams of 4, led by around the world, will compete to collect all the coins in their lane faster than everyone else. The first team to collect all coins in their lane wins. If they don't finish, the number of coins they collect will determine their placement. If a player is eliminated, they'll respawn the checkpoint. Any team member can grab a coin for their team, so players will have to work strategically to gather all of the coins before the 10-minute timer of which, let's just go ahead and do that. I think this is going to be very, very fun. We are getting ready. If you guys here in the stadium are ready and excited, let these...
It is. Oh, battle.
I suppose. I'll hold that for sure. So there's a few challenges here in the castle of Fearbala, but as you saw there, Aurora actually took a little peek at it. There's these little bumpers, and that'll actually send you upward into the next basically tier. So the most optimal strategy here is actually to leave two of your teammates behind, send two up to try and gather more coins faster. Because otherwise, you're just going to dedicate too much time, and you really want to maximize your time in this.
There's definitely a couple coins that you definitely want to get as fast as possible through here. They're trying to get the half slides through with the chiller traps. Right now, nobody seems to have figured it out just yet, at least in the view that we're watching. But meanwhile, the Fish Fam and the Sunshine Soldiers are up to 13 now, but still neck and neck. I believe all teams are now inside of the castle, and we call this basically the first kind of tier of the difficulty for these obstacles. As they move up and go past this, it will become progressively harder.
Yeah. And again, this is the first time these creative players, qualifiers, have seen the world run. They've never seen it before. They have just, you know, they are mad. Their skills are insane. And look at this, Taldeck's already up on the next tier. He's probably telling his teammates, all right, look, up here, I just used this bumper. What do I have to do? So he's already trying to figure it out. I like it. That's not me. The moment I hit that pad, I was like, I guess I just and I kept running.
I love this experimentation. He's actually also communicating back to his teammate at the same time, because he went over that bumper and he's looking, do I have an opportunity to go back here, or is this it? Do I have to go forward? Just like you were alluding to before. And now he decides, okay, he tells exactly what's going on to his teammates, Ninja, Kaz, and company, and they move forward. Alex JJ, though, is off to really the races. He's way ahead of everybody else, I think. But no, there's a Raven's Revenge. No, it's Svenos. It's his teammate. They're moving.
Yeah, they are moving. So what's tricky about that last jump there is those little directional pads will give you forward momentum, but in jumping you lose some of it. So you actually have to make it in a straight run. There you have to trigger the trap, get the impulse to make that precise jump, land on the other side, trigger the trap in one fail swoop, while also taking a step back to keep yourself safe. Now there is a little few secret ways to kind of trigger certain traps, get around certain obstacles. We'll see if these players discover them. But like you said, man, Svenos is
oh my goodness,
destroying the game right now.
Just unbelievable, and this isn't even a team that qualified from the Death Run or Elimination Run, or even a speed run. They qualified from a survival map. And he's doing things like this. He is leading the pack. There's a Fish Fam up ahead of him, though.
Yep.
They're not hitting this just yet. This is so precise. You have to change the altitude. Is he going to hit it? No. Second try.
Here we go. Now, this is the impulse. You want to set you a little bit more. You got to throw it. Try to get on top of it.
No! Just barely, Suzo. And he's at 21 points right now in third in terms of coins. And it's all up to timing, I think. Zeke, we might see this end in the first match here. In the first round, they might end up completing everything because they still got 5 minutes to go.
Well, we'll see, Bala, because here's the thing. That obstacle there is called the ice jump, but this next one that 4Turtle is at, we call this the double danger. Let's just look at this real fast. This is really tricky.
He already knows.
He's already downloaded. He already knows what must be done. So you actually have to double hop, double bunny hop, land on the edge, take a step back, trigger the trap without being eliminated, right? Then you can walk up this small ramp. Then, depending on how you want to go about it, you can just go forward. Yes. He actually makes... Okay, I'm upset.
Third try.
I'm leaving. I'm done.
4Turtle.
And he gets a 21 swoop. Oh, my.
But one thing, we have to look at the scores right now. 5 minutes to go. Fish Fam is at 20. They have 4 coins remaining. But everybody else is starting to fall behind. We're starting to see the Fish Fam come way out above here of the rest of them. That's because they probably have the majority of their players through. The majority of the players are collecting those coins. There's 4Turtle. He makes it through the double danger, collects the coin. Now, what do you do from here? They get up.
Man, this guy is absolutely insane.
It is.
And you know, for 4Turtle, it's funny because he's just excited about being here, able to compete on the stage for thousands of people and all his peers. And bro, he is just slaying it right now. Oh, you gotta be careful. Okay, all right, yep. Everything's fine. Now you gotta make the jump. Get the one. You gotta be careful.
That is...
Gotcha!
That is
trap, baby!
That is the first time I've seen that. I've seen the theory. I mean, I've heard it theorized, but I haven't seen that yet. But Fish was wondering. It's Scissors and company. 26 points. They're not at the same point that the Sunshine Soldiers are at, but they're at 26 total. The entire team. They have clearly synergized with Scissors here, but looks to be that even the
a little greedy there. I respect it. You know, you sometimes just want to land on that without having to kind of hop back out and kind of just risking that. So it's good that, you know, well, it's not good. It's bad that he messed it up, but it's okay. This is Turtle. He's an MVP. We're watching him.
This is crazy. When it comes down to this, there's a minute and 30 seconds about to figure this out. He got up here before, and he didn't make it through the door. He's not going to make it again. Unfortunately, everybody is hard stuck at 27 points with 1 minute left. I believe whoever is going to be the first to make it through here might find themselves the first winners on the world run. 1 minute left.
You gotta be thinking, Raven's Revenge, wait, they just got the 28th point. They might be thread the needle. Next up would be, I believe, bump jumps.
Did get through. We saw the results up there. Made it through the door.
Nice catch yourself. Drown!
That mouse pad on the side. Some disappointment and frustration in his face. If he wants to secure this, he needs to try to get one more coin in the next 30 seconds because I think Ford Turtle is going to be able to catch up. Here's the jump.
Right. This is the first time we're going to see 25 seconds. Okay. So this is where you risk it all, man. This is it, the leap of faith. Watch these precision jumps. We've got 18 seconds left on. So these are these Neo jumps, right? You jump out and around, keeping that momentum.
10 seconds left here. 1 point remaining for the Ravens. Revenge Divine. We just got to get around that corner. I don't know if you can be able to climb these staircases just now. No, he's giving up. He says no. Everybody else is left in the dust. Ravens Revenge take the first world run with 29 points. Not quite finishing the map, but I believe next time is
He's legendary. They made it all the way up there, man. They were on the leap of faith, that last little section there. They had to if they had made it up, especially if they made even just 2 people up there. They could have been kind of starting a rotation, right? You jump first, see how far you can make. I will follow. But the big key for them is now they know what every single relay is, right? So going into this next round, they can say, we know we have to do, don't forget, make this precision jump here, do these little things to try and get through. And that could prove to be a very good advantage for them.
Yeah, and they don't have the silver llama yet. They don't have anything in terms of llama, so this is important. Any of those teams that don't have a llama right now, they need to earn it if they want to be in contention towards those golden games. Of course, every match matters, Zeke. They are earning prizes every single match.
And that's so good. A stellar game here to get some of that prize for yourself and your team. That's so much respect for these. Also, Turtle, what the heck?
Yeah.
What is this kid on?
Yeah. Ridiculous. He was one of the first to achieve every single obstacle every single time. Finally, he got stuck on that one at the end. I don't know what you were calling it. It was a nice twist of the tongue, but just amazing there from Ford Turtle to be the first every single time. Getting overtaken at the end. But, you know, next time, he knows it now. He's going to be the fastest to get ahead. He knows it all now, and you saw how mechanically good he was. I think all signs are pointing towards another